धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of the science of worship. Now we were in the process of learning the Dasha Upachara Puja, 10 services. So we had completed in the last class up to the Snaniyam. I will again revise the Snaniyam portion, the water for bathing, and then tell the meaning, because last time I had just chanted the mantras which we tell, the Purusha Sukta and all the first mantras of Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Atharvana Veda, Samaveda. So I'll tell the meaning of those things and then proceed forward. Now we shall start with the Snaniyam, water for bathing, taking water in the Kushi or the Visheshargya Stapana. We have done the special water in the Shanka, the conch. So that water is to be taken. So adding flour, sandal paste, agaru, that is a type of organic scent, etc. Then we have to offer that Shanka in the right hand and taking the bell in the left hand, uttering this mantra, offer saying this mantra, that is Om Aim Idam Snaniyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Nivedayami. So since we are now doing Ramakrishna worship, we are telling this mantra. Otherwise, whichever deity, your Ishtadevata you want to worship, that particular mantra will be told. If it is Ganesha, Om Aim Idam Snaniyam Gam Ganeshaya Namaha Nivedayami. Or if it is Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya Idam Snaniyam Shivaya Nivedayami. If it is Narayana, Narayanaya Nivedayami. If it is Durga, Durgayai Nivedayami. So like that, different deities, the mantras will change. So now because we have taken up one thing, that is Ramakrishna Puja, so Om, we can now chant it. Om Aim Idam, Om Aim Idam Snaniyam, Snaniyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya, Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Nivedayami. Sri Ramakrishnaya Nivedayami. Now pouring the water from the conch with all the special ingredients to which Sri Ramakrishna has been invoked. So it is of the form of the Ishtadevata Ramakrishna itself, on the symbol of the deity, either in the form of the image of Sri Ramakrishna or the Shivalinga, Baneshwar Shivalinga, or the Saligrama, or the Yantra, or the flower. So symbol of the deity in front, bathe it, chanting the following Vedic mantra, ringing the bell. So now you have to ring the bell and chant the Vedic mantras. So last time I had chanted with the intonations, that is Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita, Dirgha Swarita. There is a special type of chanting, Vedic chanting, so you may not all be knowing it. So I will just first chant it for your convenience to know how it is chanted. Then I will teach you without the intonation, because it may take long time to learn the intonation, that is a separate subject. So now first I will chant it with the intonations, then I will teach you the mantra without the intonations. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahasrashirusha Purushaha Sahasrakshas Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva Atyatishtaddashangulam. So this mantra is the first mantra of Purusha Sukta. It's given there, we have typed it, just the mantra in Sanskrit. Then we are going to the next, that is the first mantra of the Rig Veda. Om Agnimi Ile Purohitai यज्ञस्य देवमृत्विजं होतारं रत्नधातमम्. So that is the first mantra of the Rig Veda. Now we are going to chant the first mantra of the Yajur Veda. Om Ishe Torje Tva Vayavah Stadevovah Sabhita Prarpayatu Shreshthatamaya Karmane. So now we have chanted the first mantra of the Yajur Veda. We are going now to chant the first mantra of the Atharvana Veda. Sorry, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharvana Veda, Sama Veda, Atharvana Veda. So now we are chanting the Sama Veda. Om Agna Ayahi Vitaye Granano Havyadataye Nihota Satsi Barhishi. The first mantra of Atharvana Sama Veda is chanted. Now we are going to the Atharvana Veda. Om Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyo Rabhisravantu Naha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishnarpanamastu. Now I shall teach you just how to chant the mantra without the intonation. So first the first mantra of the Purusha Sukta. Om Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasrakshaha Sahasrapat. I'm going to tell you the meaning afterwards. Now just learn the chanting. Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva Atyatishta Dashangulam. So this is the first mantra of the Purusha Sukta. We are going now to the first mantra of the Rig Veda. Om Agnimile Purohitam. So it is not Agnimile, it is Ala, Murdhanya. Ala, when the tongue touches the top of the mouth, the palate. So Agnimile Purohitam. So there are two things, La and La. Agnimile Purohitam Yajnasya Devamrutvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam. So that is the first mantra of the Rig Veda. Now we are chanting the first mantra of the Yajur Veda. Om Ishe Torje. Om Ishe Torje Tva Vayavaha Stha Devo Vaha Savita Prarpayatu Shreshthatamaya Karmane. So that is the first mantra of the Yajur Veda. Now we are going to chant the Sama Veda, first mantra of the Sama Veda. Om Agna Ayahi Vitaye Granano Havyadataye Nihota Satsi Barhishi. Now we are going to chant the first mantra of the Atharvana Veda. Om Shanno Devira Bhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyora Bhisravantu Naha. Yorabhisravantu naha. Sham Yorabhisravantu naha. When joined together, when there is the anuswara, then if the yakara comes afterwards, ya, sham and ya, it becomes shanyora together while chanting together. Separately, it will not. Together when it is chanted, it becomes shanyora. Otherwise, sham yorabhisravantu naha. So we have learnt how to chant the mantras. The first mantras of the Purusha Sukta, first mantra of Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. Now, let us see the meaning of all these mantras. So, we shall concentrate on the meaning of the mantras. Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasrakshaha, Sahasrapat. Sabhumim Vishwato Vrutva Atyatishta Dashangulam. So, what is the meaning of that? Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, the person or the Purusha. The meaning of Purusha means not a man, but it is the Atman which is present in our heart, the God, Paramatman. Purusha means, the meaning, literal meaning is Pure Shete iti Purushaha. Pura means the town or the city. This body is considered to be the city. Shete means one who resides within, is called Purusha. Pure Shete. Pure means inside this town. Shete, one who lives, resides, is called Purusha. So it may be man, it may be women, whoever stays in this body, the God, the Lord, he is called Purusha. It is not man or women or something like that. Purusha means the Lord, the Spirit, the Atman who is present within everybody's body, Purusha. So Sahasra, Sahasra means 1,000. The person or the Spirit or the Purusha has Sahasra, 1,000 Shirsha, heads. So that means all the heads of all the living beings here, in that the working, the thinking, everything, all that belongs to the Lord, Purusha. Sahasra Aksha. Sahasra Aksha means 1,000 eyes. All the eyes that sees all the living beings, it is his, that is Purusha, the Lord. Sahasrapat, in all the legs that walks, all the insects or man or living beings or animals, everything, Pashu. Sahasrapat, 1,000 feet. Sa bhumim Vishwato Vrutva. Vishwataha Vrutva. He, that is Purusha, the Lord, the Atman, surrounded the earth all over. Vishwa means not only earth, the universe. Then Atyatishta Dashangulam. And even after encompassing the whole universe, still Atyatishta Dashangulam, he still exceeds the whole universe, is much more than that still infinite portion of his, exceeded it by 10 angula, that is beyond our understanding. Even though he penetrated, he is interspersing, he is everywhere in this created universe, he has become this created universe, yet still more exists there, that which has not become transformed into this, projected into this universe. That is Atyatishtat Dasha Angulam. So he has exceeded it by 10 angula. 10 angula, the counting is given as beyond our understanding or infinitely. Purusha evedagam sarvam. All this which is the universe and everything is him only, the Spirit, the God, Purusha. All this which was in the past, Purusha evedagam sarvam, yat bhutam, yatcha bhavyam. So, which was in the past, which may be in the future, in the present, everything is the Spirit or Purusha, consciousness, the Lord only. Utamrutattvasya Shanaha. And Asya Amrutasya Ishanaha is the Lord of this immortality, is the Lord of this immortality. Yadanne Natirohati, which starts from the object and outflows it. So the mantra goes on. Purusha Sukta is quite big. We shall not go to see the meaning of the whole thing. We are now going to the next one, that is Agnimile Purohitam, the first mantra of the Rig Veda. Om Agnimile Purohitam Yagnasya Devam Ritvijam Otaram Ratnadatamam. So what is Agnimile? Agnim, it has to be separated as Ile. Agnim Ile. Agnim Ile. I praise Agni, the fire god. Purohitam, the fire in the east, the chief priest who secures for the performer the results of the sacrifice. So it's called Purohita. Agnim Ile Purohitam Yagnasya Devam. Yagnasya Devam, the visible shining deity of the sacrifice. Yagnasya Devam, the visible shining deity of the sacrifice. Hotaram, that is Ritvijam, the invoking priest in the sacrifice. Also the priests of the god. So Agni is called as the priest of the gods. Ratna Dhatamam, the best bestower of the jewel like results of the sacrifice. This is the first mantra of the Rig Veda. So we are going to the next mantra, that is the first mantra of the Yajur Veda. Om Ishe Torjetva Vayavaha Stha Devo Vaha Savita Prarpayatu Shreshtatamaya Karmane. So I invoke you, O Lord, Tva, that is, O Lord, you, O Lord, for Ishe, food, Urje, and strength. You are the winds, Vayavastaha. May the gods Savitru Deva. Savitru means Devaha Savita. Devaha Savita is Savitru, the creator. Impel or inspire. Prarpayatu means impel or inspire. Vaha, you, to most excellent offering. Shreshtatamaya Karmane, the most excellent offering. This is the first mantra of the Yajur Veda. Now we are going to the next mantra, that is Om Agna Ayahi Vitaye Grunano Havyadataye Nihota Satsi Barhishi. Agna, O Agni, Ayahi, please come, Vitaye, to consume the offering, Havyadataye, and to convey the offering to the gods. Take this offering which we are given in the sacrifice, Havan, to take it to different gods and goddesses whom we are giving. Grunanaha, being praised by me. Satsi, please sit. Barhishi, on the darba grass. Nihota, as the invoking priest. Hota. So this is the first mantra of the Sama Veda. So next we are going to the Atharvana Veda, first mantra of the Atharvana Veda. Om Shanno Devi Rabhishtaye Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyo Rabhisravantu Naha. Devi Apaha, may the deity of the water, Shanno, confer happiness on us by removing our sins. Abhishtaye, may they give us the results of our sacrifices. Abhishtaye. Pitayo Bhavantu, may they become fit for drinking. Shannaha, may they confer joy on us by removing our diseases. Yo Abhihi, may they ward off the other diseases. Abhi, Yo Abhi, may they ward off the other diseases. Sravantu Naha, may they purify us by showering on us. Sravantu Naha. So this is the meaning of the all the mantras of the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharvana Veda. So we have seen the meaning of it. Now we shall go to the next step. After the bath is given, generally we have to take the towel, soft towel, and wipe the body of the deity. Now we are doing the worship or sana to Sri Ramakrishna. You should think that he is like a small child of your house, like a son or your brother. You are giving the bath. So now the deity, you are given the bath. After that you have wiped the cloth, wiped the person of Sri Ramakrishna or any deity which you are worshipping with a soft towel. These are all the feelings, because after giving the bath you can't just leave as it is. Then after that you have to give the cloths to wear. So that is done in Shodashopachara. the lower cloth, the upper cloth, the veshti, the uttariya and other things. Then we have to give the Dashopachara. The next step is Gandha, that is sandalwood. Snaniya is over, water for bathing is over. Now we are going to the next step, that is Gandha, sandal paste. So sandalwood, if you rub that against a stone, now the PPT or that slide is still of the Snaniyam. We are supposed to go to the next slide, that is the Gandha. After the Snaniya, it should be Gandha. Sridhar, we are in the slide of Snaniya. We have to go to the next slide, that is Gandha. After the Snaniya, we have to go to the next slide, that is Gandha. The next slide of the Gandha Snaniya is Gandha, sandal paste. Okay, there is slight mistake, maybe is not finding it. The slide has been lost. I will just go on explaining it. We will give you the slide in the next class. So Gandha, the wood sandal, when you rub it against the stone or some rough surface, it gives out a paste. So that paste has to be now offered. It is, why is that offered? It is medicinal in value. It is just like a skin moisturizer. It keeps your skin very nice. So in olden days, they used to apply that to the whole body in the heat or summer to keep it cool and moisturized. So that is the sandal paste, and also it is having very good fragrance. So it has very beautiful fragrance. So that's why that paste is done and applied to the body. So now we are giving the same thing to the Lord. Now you can see the slide Gandha is given there. The slide, we can see the mantra and whatever is to be done. Taking white sandal paste. There are two types of sandal paste. This one is a moisturizer and medicinal and also have this fragrance. The other one is red sandal paste, that is a different species of tree. It's a different tree, red sandal paste. So it's called red sand. You can find it in India, generally southern part of India. When rubbed against the stone or the rough surface, it gives the red sandal paste. It's called Rakta Chandana. Rakta means red, Chandana means sandal paste. So Rakta Chandana, the other one is Shweta Chandana, white sandal paste. So this is highly medicinal in value. So usually all these things used in the puja are very highly medicinal. So both are offered to the Lord, taking white and red sandal paste with the middle finger and the ring finger respectively. Apply it on the symbol in the Baneshwar Shiva Linga, now in which we have invoked Sri Ramakrishna or whichever deity, Ganesha or Vishnu or the Salagrama or the Yantra. You have to apply it on the symbol of the deity in front of the following mantra. Mentally you have to think you have smeared the whole body of the deity. Now Sri Ramakrishna with that white sandal paste and red sandal paste. So what is the mantra which is to be told while offering this sandal paste? Om Aim Esha Gandaha Sarva Deva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. For Ramakrishna, that is the mantra. This sandal paste is offered to Sri Ramakrishna. That is the meaning of that mantra. So can you please repeat that mantra? Om Aim Esha Gandaha Sarva Deva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. So you have learnt the mantra. So Gandha is offered. So the whole body of the deity is smeared with that Gandha, It is just like a moisturizer. It keeps the body cool, and also both this thing, red sandal paste is highly medicinal in value. Even you can take it as medicine orally. You can put it into water and drink it. It's very, very medicinal in quality. So now from the gandha we are going to the next step, that is pushpa. After giving the gandha, now in the Shodashopachara puja, while we are giving the gandha, they will tell one mantra, that is specially for offering the gandha. There is one mantra. What is that mantra? Om Shariram Te Na Janami Cheshtam Naivacha Naivacha Maya Niveditan Gandhan Pratigrihya Vilipyatam. So what is the meaning of this mantra? We shall not learn to chant it while you are doing the Shodashopachar mantra. You can do that, learn it. But if you know the meaning, then it will be easy why the significance behind giving the gandha or the fragrant full of paste, that is sandal paste. Na janami, I do not know. Shariram te, O Lord, your body. Cheshtam, your activity. Naivacha naivacha, I do not know at all. Gandhan, that scented paste. Maya niveditan, offered by me. Pratigrihya, please accept. Vilipyatam, and smear them on your body. So that is the meaning of this mantra. Om Aim Esha Gandha Sarvadevi Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. So now the next step is pushpa. After giving the sandal paste, we have to give the flowers. Now you can see that it is given there in the slide, taking a beautiful fragrant flower or some flowers, as much if you have the availability, more flowers. Otherwise just one beautiful fragrant flower. The care is to be taken that it should not be worm eaten, or there should be no dirt in it. So worm eaten one should not be given to the Lord, because it is already eaten by the worm. So you have to catch hold of that if you are giving one flower with the thumb and the four fingers, or else a cupped hand, and you have to smear that flower with sandal paste, both red and white, and offer it saying the mantra. So what is the mantra? Om Aim Idam Sachandana Pushpam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Vaushat. So now Sachandana means with sandal paste. That is the meaning of Sachandana, with sandal paste. So we have to smear it with sandal paste, indicating when you are applying that sandal paste is indicating that you are giving with devotion. You are not just offering or with carelessly. You are giving that, offering everything to the Lord with devotion. So applying sandal paste is that idea. So Om Aim Idam Sachandana Pushpam, the flower smeared with sandal paste, Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Vaushat. So is offered to Sri Ramakrishna, is given. Thereafter offer more flowers if you have. Otherwise that much is enough. If you have more flowers, you can offer it, varieties of flowers. So now here we have to go back to the portion of the worship where we did the Manasa Puja. So all the things what we are giving, the dravyas, we are offering there in the Manasa Puja in a different way. We have learned that. I had gone to the details of that Manasa Puja, mental worship, whereby we offered all these articles which we are now going to offer physically, dravya as external objects. Then we did it mentally. We had imagined something else. So that is the real thing which we have to offer. This is only symbolical. So that is the real thing which we have to offer. So we shall study that again, so that while doing the puja, it will be in a better position for us. We can understand it in a better way. So in that Manasa Puja, I will first chant the mantra Om Hrit Padmasanam Dadyat. Om Hrit Padmasanam Dadyat Sahasrar Achyutamritaihi Padyam Sharanayoh Dadyat Manasvargyam Nivedayet तेनामृतेन आचमनीयं स्नानीयं तेन च स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वं वस्त्रं स्यात् गन्धः स्यात् गन्धतत्त्वकं चित्तं प्रकल्पयेत् पुष्पं धूपं प्राणान् कल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्यात् सुधाम्बुधिः अनाहतध्वनिर्घण्टा वायुतत्त्वं च चामरं सहस्रारं भवेच्छत्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च गीतकं नृत्यम् इन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनसस्तथा सुमेखलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा अमायाद्यैर्भावपुष्पैरर्चयेत् भावगोचरम् अमायम् अनहङ्कारम् अरागम् अमदं तथा अमोहकम् मदम्बं च द्वेषाक्षोभकौ तथा अमात्सर्यम् अलोभं च दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधाः अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पम् इन्द्रियनिग्रहः दयापुष्पं क्षमापुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पञ्चमम् इति पञ्चदशैर्भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् शिवम्. So that is the mantra you have to tell while you are doing the mental worship. The whole of mental worship is covered by this mantra. Now we shall see what is the meaning of this mantra. So what are the things which you are giving mentally? Actually that has to be given. That is the thing which you have to give. These things, the articles which you are giving are symbolical, but in reality those are the things which you have to give. So we shall see what are the, then we will come to pushpa. What is pushpa? Before that we will see the meaning of the mantra. It is very very beautiful mantra and it has a lot of deeper meaning. So we shall see that now. Manasa puja, mental worship. Whatever the mantra we chanted, we'll see the meaning of that. Yeah, we will read the thing about the Manasa Puja. Manasa Puja is very important process of worship. Here the Lord is worshipped entirely in our imagination, and this form of worship is free from the constraint of time, space and substance, which operates in external puja. If performed with proper attitude, the worshipper gets the fullest benefit of this puja. So Manasa Puja is very very important. So while we are doing the external puja also, you have to, if you can feel, you can know the meaning of that and significance of this Manasa Puja, then the external puja also will become very beneficial. Therefore it is a necessary prelude to the external services. The idea of the total consecration and surrender, which has been intensified in the earlier stages, is to be maintained here also with greater intensity if possible. This form of worship brings us the intimate contact with the Lord mentally and emotionally. There is a great scope for the exercise of imagination and your devotion, which enables the worshipper to invoke his whole mind in the puja, and the worshipper should take the full advantage of this mental worship. The attitude to be maintained in this: the Lord is the beloved, honored guest who has graciously consented to come and accept the worshipper's service. The worshipper offers the best of everything without limitation and constraint of time and substance. At least in the external worship you have the constraint of the substance and time and all those things, but here in the mental worship those constraints are not there. So which extends puja necessarily imposes. So which external puja necessarily imposes the constraint are not there here. The method given through verses is only a guide. The verses are not to be taken literally, but that is the idea behind it. So the mantra should be understood before doing the puja. Now placing the flower on the head and keeping the back of the right hand on the palm of the left That is all the thing which you have to do in the mental worship. First, imagine an ocean of nectar in the lotus of the heart, and within it an island of rubies, emeralds, and all this thing. It is called the precious stones. And in the midst of that wish-fulfilling tree, Kalpavriksha, visualize the chosen deity to be seated at the root of this wish-fulfilling tree. Then offer the lotus of the heart itself as the seat. Now, see, the first thing is, in the Shodashopachar Puja, we give the asana. Here, your own heart lotus has to be given as the seat to the deity in the mental worship. Then extending welcome. So in the Shodashopachar Puja, we have to do welcome, swagata. So extending the welcome, now we have to give padya. So we gave padya, our padya thing was done with the mantra Omai Midam Etat Padyam Sarvadevi Devi Swarupa Shri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. So there, what is the padya in the mental worship? For washing the feet, what is that given here? The nectar, Amrita, issuing from the 1,000-petal lotus. So that is the padya which has to be given. The nectar in the Sahasrara, the 1,000-petal lotus, the nectar, Amrita. What is Amrita? Immortality, or now it is consciousness. So even in the Samanya Argya and the Vishesha Argya, we have invoked, we have done the Amriti Karana, and it has become Amrita. Amrita means conscious, not something to drink or something that Amrita, the Devatas drank and they became immortal. It is Brahmagnana, Atmagnana, the knowledge of the self. So Amrita here is consciousness. So now we have converted everything into that pure consciousness. While doing the puja, all the purificatory rite was to convert everything, transform everything into God. So now we are offering that Amrita, 1,000-petal lotus. That Amrita is there on the Sahasrara. So that is the Parabrahma or Paramatma or consciousness, pure consciousness. That itself is given as padya to wash the feet of the deity. Because the Lord is consciousness, we are washing it with consciousness, the feet. So see, you can just imagine what it is. So the padya is nothing but Amrita. If you want, if you have the devotional aspect of your mind, not bent of Gnana, the Advaita or Gnana Vedanta, this thing, you can take it as Amrita itself, something very Amrita, to pure nectar to drink and all those things. So that is given, which is issuing in the 1,000-petal lotus for the padya, for washing the feet. Then Arghya is given next. What is the Arghya? So the mind itself, the whole mind, the whole faculty of the mind, that is the chitta, mind stuff, then samshayatmika manas, then nishayatmika buddhi, so then the ego, the whole mind, total mind is offered now to God. So here Arghya is nothing but your whole mind is given. So that's why here manastvargyam nivedayet, Arghya, the mind. Then you have to give achamana, sipping water for the mouth, achamana we do, and snaniya, and the water for taking bath, bathing. The aforesaid mentioned nectar, again the same consciousness or the Amrita, nectar, issuing from the 1,000-petal lotus. As cloth, what is given as a cloth? The principle of sky. Sky means not the exact sky there, akasha. Akasha means ether, which is the original matter from which the whole universe is made up of. So that is the ether. Akasha tattvam, tattva, vastram syat. Then for scent, gandha, the principle of earth, gandha tattvam, the principle of earth, that is to be given. So we just now gave the gandha. Then the flower in the form of the chitta, the mind stuff, the mental qualities with which the mind is made up of. So incense in the form of prana. So next we are giving dhupa. So that dhupa is our prana shakti, the energy. We have the prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, and there are the subtle pranas, krikala, kurma, devadatta, and other things. So all that prana is given as incense, the vital forces. Then arati, vesper, the light in the form of the principle of tejas, the agni tattva, tejas tattva. Then food, naivedya, in the form of the ocean of nectar. Again the ocean of nectar, Amrita itself is given the food. So now the next thing, very important thing which we have to see is what are the flowers. Varieties of flowers have been mentioned here. So now we are into the process of giving pushpam. So we have to offer the Lord the pushpam. We are giving the physical different varieties of flowers to the Lord. But in the mental worship, what is that flower which we are giving? That is very important. That is the flower which we have to give in reality. They are the qualities of mind, different good qualities of the mind. Let us see what are all the good qualities of the mind. Flowers of various species should be offered to attain one's real state. When you are going towards the path of spiritual realization, Atmagnana, then you have these flowers, the different qualities, good qualities in your mind, the gunas. What are they? The absence of deceit. So in the mantra it is told as Sumekalam Padmamalam Pushpam Nana Vidam Tatha. Different varieties of Padmamala. Amayadhyaihi Amaya. So absence of deceits. Amayadhyaihi Bhava Pushpaihi. It is a Pushpa is Bhava Pushpa. Pushpa of good quality is Bhava. So the Bhava Pushpa which you have to give. What is the first Pushpa? Archet Bhava Gocharam. The Lord is available to the Bhava. It's the spiritual mood is called Bhava. So the Lord is available, or you can realize only to that spiritual moods. So now for the Lord we have to give the Lord who is the form of Bhava Gocharam. So we have to give the Bhava Pushpa. Amayam is the absence of deceit. Then Adambakam. What is Adambaka? Absence of egotism. Then what is the next Pushpa? First is the absence of deceit, absence of egotism, Archet. Then it is the Aragam, the absence of attachment, Amadam, absence of the mother, the pride. When you get too many things, you get a sort of pride and mother, you become too egoistic. Absence of that. Amohaka. So absence of haughtiness. Haughtiness is called Amadam. Then Amohakam is absence of delusion. Then Adambam, absence of vanity. Advesha, absence of hatred. Then Akshobaka, absence of excitement. Amatsaryam, absence of jealousy. Alobham, absence of avarice or greed. So these are the 10 different flowers. Absence of these bad qualities. So the positive, make it positive as flower and then offer to Lord. So these are the 10 flowers. First flowers, Bhava, Pushpam. Then there are 5 more important flowers. What are they? Non-violence, Ahimsa, Paramam Pushpam, the supreme flower. Ahimsa, you should not hurt anybody with your thought, deed and word. So that quality of yours. So that is the Ahimsa, Paramam Pushpam, the supreme flower. Control of the senses, Indriya Nigraha is another flower, positive flower. Then there are the flowers of the compassion, Daya Pushpam, forgiveness, Kshama Pushpam, and Gnana Pushpam, the Pushpa or the flower of knowledge. These are the 5 other flowers, positive flowers. They are the negative. Amayam, all absence, absence, absence. These are all the positive. Paramam Pushpam, Ahimsa, then Indriya Nigraha, then the flower of compassion, Daya Pushpam, Kshama Pushpam, Gnana Pushpancha Panchamam. So these 15 flowers, different qualities of your mind. Bhava Pushpam, the special features, qualities, guna of your mind. So you have to collect them while going forward. When you are meditating on God, while going forward in spiritual life towards the Atman, you get all these good qualities that grows in the garden of Atman, or God's garden, the beautiful flowers. So that is in your own mind. So that chitta, the mind stuff, the qualities which you have, has to be now given as flowers to God. That is the real thing, the real guna. You have to collect it. If you don't have that, those qualities, you have to become that. You have to get that quality and offer it to the God. That is real puja. So now you have come to know what is the pushpa we have to give. So while giving the external pushpas, remember this. These are the qualities in the form of converted into pushpa which you have to give. The external pushpa with great qualities and fragrance, that's very, very good. But in reality, the pushpa are these qualities. I have told you the 15 different qualities of your mind. While going to the spiritual kingdom, you get all these flowers. So those flowers, the Bhava Pushpam, have to be given to Bhava Gochara, the Lord. Okay, now we shall now discuss about some things about the flowers. Why are particular flowers? You cannot offer all the flowers, whatever you want. So there is a mantra also while giving the flowers in the Shodashopchar Puja. What is that? Om Turiyavana Sampannam Nana Guna Manoharam Ananda Saurabham Pushpam Grihyatam Idam Uttamam. That is the mantra you have to tell while we are giving the flowers. What is the Turiyavana? Turiyavana means the garden of Turiya. Now there are avasthas, 3 stages. What is the thing? You are awake now. So this is called Jagrat Avastha. Then you go to sleep, and in that you have 2 states, that is the dream state and the deep sleep state. The dream state is Swapna, then the Sushupti, deep sleep. So these are the 3 states which you undergo. And beyond that, when that is your real state, you are when you realize in Samadhi or higher states of Atman or Parabrahman, which is the Turiya. So that Turiya Avastha is called, that state Turiya Avastha. That state in realizing the Lord when you are in the Paramatman, that is called Turiya Avastha. So in that Turiya Vana, when you realize God in that Vana, the garden, in that state there are many good flowers. So that is why Turiya Vana Sampannam. These are all the guna while going towards that Turiya Vana garden. Nana Guna Manoharam, different varieties of good qualities. As I explained you just now, Amayam, Manahankaram, Maragam, Mamadam Tata, absent of disease, absent of haughtiness, absent of excitement, all those things just now explained. So Ananda Saurabham, it's full of joy. Saurabha, Ananda Saurabham Pushpam, Grihyatam Udam Uttamam, Idam Uttamam Pushpam. These excellent flowers, Turiya Sampannam, collected from various forests. Turiya Vana Sampannam is that forest, not the regular flower garden. Nana Guna Manoharam, attractive because of their many qualities. Ananda Saurabham, and having joyful fragrance. Grihyatam, kindly accept. So Idam Uttamam, the best flowers. That is the mantra. Omaim Etani Sachandana. Etani means many flowers. Sachandana Pushpani. Pushpani again, that is Bahuvachana, plural, singular and plural. So it is Pushpani means many flowers. Sarvadevi Devi Swarupa, Sri Ramakrishna Namaha, Ganesha means Ganeshaya Namaha, Shivaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha, whatever. So you have to give it in the Gnana Mudra like this. Okay. Now, as I told you, I explained you what is the real flowers which you have to give, the qualities of your mind, of your Turiya Vana Sampanna. So the qualities Amayam, Manahankaram and other things. But in the external flowers, we have to follow some rules and regulations. It should not be worm-eaten, it should not be dirty, it should not have fallen to the ground, it should not be touched to the feet or something like that. It should be fresh from the garden, from the plant. So to pluck it, you should not put it somewhere. So all these rules and regulations are there, and you should not, unless it is too dirty, you should not wash it. You can sprinkle little water, Ganga water. That's all. You should not wash it. I will tell you why you should not wash the flowers. Okay. Now all the flowers, whatever you like, you see so many flowers, varieties of flowers. The flowers like exotic flowers, every flowers cannot be given. In India, there are some flowers which the rishis, the seers and saints have come to know they have high medicinal values. Only those flowers you tell, see, that is, there is one flower which is liked by Ganesha, this flower is liked by Mother Durga, this flower is liked by Shiva, this flower is liked by Narayana, like that they all do, that varieties, Parijata, and what do you call, so many varieties of flowers are there. So they are only used for worship. All and everything, the decorative flowers and other things can't be given for puja. Why? Because the rishis and munis, the great seers of our Hindu religion, they found out long before that all these flowers have very powerful pollen grains or chemicals, the stamen and stigma in them. They are very powerful chemicals. So they have some health benefits, and some flowers are bad. It may cause allergies, it may cause so many problems with you. So all those flowers are not given. They may be asthmatic in nature, they may cause you allergy and other things. So all flowers Whatever you like cannot be given. They may be poisonous to it, may be detrimental to your health. So the rishis and munis have found out only those flowers which are very, very healthy. That's why they tell, oh, this flower is liked by Shiva. That means it's very having medicinal value. This flower is liked by Vishnu. This flower is liked by some other god and deity. That means they are very, very, like datura and other things. But its fruit is colloidal. It's poisonous. But the flower is highly medicinal. Datura. So likewise, our rishis and munis have found all that stamen, stigma or pollen grains are very powerful chemicals. So these flowers which we use for worship have high medicinal value. So when you offer to the Lord in the worship, then you pour snaniya, water and other things. So all that pollen grains and other things, they get collected in that water. Then after that you pour that into a vessel, put the tulsi leaf or the bilva leaf and keep it for charanamrita. You take it as a tirtha. You take it as the offering to the Lord. So that is having high medicinal value. So it may cure so many diseases too. It may be very helpful. That's why all the varieties, different flowers which are identified by the rishis and munis, and it is told that only those flowers has to be used. If you use some other foreign country flower or different flowers, something whichever you like, it is very, very beautiful. You bought it from some other countries, and if you all those flowers, they may be powerful chemicals. It may cause you harm to, you don't know what diseases it cause. You can do the experimentation, find out what is the effect of that. Then after it is beneficial and congenial, then you can use. But our rishis munis have found out, time tested, so those flowers are there. So you know that in Europe there is one more alternative medicine. They are tired of allopathy and so many other different medicines. Now they have started this new type of medicine. It's called flavoropathy. Some particular flower which has medicinal value, they are dipped in water, kept there overnight, and in the morning they drink that water. So that relieves, or it gives so many, this thing, it cures many diseases. So it is used as some medicine, flavoropathy. So our rishis munis knew that from thousands and thousands of years. So only those particular flowers are used. So those particular flowers are to be given in the puja. For decoration, please do it. You can do any flowers and other things for decoration, flower vase and other things. But for puja, you have to use only those flowers which have been mentioned in the Shastras. Kadamba Pushpa, under which that Kadamba Vana, Krishna used to be there. Divine Mother also likes. So in the Lalita Sahasranama and other things, they will be telling Kadamba Vanavasini, or she likes the Kadamba Pushpa and other things. They will be telling Shiva likes this flower, the Tura and some other flower. So Ganesha likes some flower, Narayana likes some flowers. They all tell. That means they have high medicinal values. So that is the reason they may cure many, many diseases which you will not know. Then you put to the flowers, then the water goes, the stigma, the pollen grain is taken, it mixes with the water. When you take a tirtha in small quantities, then it will cure many diseases. And also this red sandal paste, the white sandal paste, they are all medicinal. So all such things are used in puja. So there is some science behind it. That's the speciality you have to learn. So nothing, just whatever flower you can't use. So these are all some special significance behind that. Okay. Now we shall go to the, after the pushpa, I think we have the pushpa. I've told you the varieties of pushpa. Mentally you have to feel that these are the qualities you have to give. So the other thing, the external flowers also I told, Omaimidam Sachandana Pushpam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupai Sri Ramakrishna Namaha, or different deities you have to tell the different mantras. Then I also told you in the Shodashopachar Puja, special worship, special day, we tell the mantra while giving the flowers, and that is Om. Sorry, excuse me, Jai Ram Krishna. So it is Turiya Vanasampannam Nana Guna Manoharam Ananda Saurabam Pushpam Grihyatam Idamuttamam. So that is the mantra. Next process is we are going to Bilva Patra. So Bilva leaf, Bilva Patram. So you know what is Bilva. Bilva leaf, it's a special leaf that is also having lot of medicinal values. They tell that is also liked by Shiva very much. Mantra told while giving that is Amrutodbhavam Shri Vriksham Shankarasya Sadapriyam Bilvapatram Prechami Pavitram Te Sureshwara. That is the mantra told while we are giving the Bilvapatra. Amrutodbhavam, while the Amruta Manthana was taking place between the Rakshasas and this thing. So at that time it came up, this Bilva. It's just like Kalpavriksha, just like Lakshmi, Airavata, and so many other Kaustubamani, so many things came up during the Hala. So like that, this Amrutodbhavam, during the churning of the ocean, this Bilva came up. Divine Mother Durga also likes that. She lives in this Bilva. During Durga Puja, they invoke Mother in the Durga, in the Bilva leaf, no Bilva tree. And also Lakshmi also likes this Bilva. It's offered to Lakshmi too. You can see in some parts of India, Lakshmi will be having that Bilva fruit in her hand. So like that, Bilva is very medicinal in value. So now that mantra, Amrutodbhavam Shri Vriksham, has all the qualities, high quality. Shri Vriksham, Shankarasya Sadapriyam, it is always loved by Shiva. Bilvapatram, the Bilvapatra, Prayachami, I am going to offer it to you. Pavitram Te Sureshwara, please receive that, it's very pure. That is the mantra you have to tell while giving the Bilvapatra. The other simple mantra in the Shopchara it is there. Om Aim Idam Sachandana, you have to smear with sandal paste, red and white. Bilvapatram Sarva Deva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishnaya Namaha. So either 3 or 1 Bilvapatra, you have to smear with sandal paste, and it should be wet. Bilvapatra should always be wet. And one more thing you have to notice is Bilvapatra, after it is so pure, it is so precious, that is the only thing. Other flowers it becomes Nirmalya, then you have to take it and throw it away or take it as prasad. But Bilva is the only thing which you can, after the puja, take it, wash it and keep it, and again offer the next time until it becomes dry. Even after it is dried, Bilvapatra is dried, then also you can keep it again, make it wet and offer it to Shiva. That is the speciality of Bilvapatra. Anytime you can make it dry, many times you can use. That is the speciality of Bilvapatra. So some more things of Bilvapatra we will discuss in the next class or the session. So because we have already completed our time, it is already 7 o'clock, we will stop our discussion today. The science of worship.